I am pro-life because it's wrong to intentionally kill innocent human beings. And the science of embryology is clear that from the earliest stages of development, you were a distinct, living, and whole human being. All along Whitehall there, people were walking by these large images of aborted fetuses. And one of the funniest things that happened is a group of middle school students came by, about 30 of them, with their teacher. And the teacher is yelling at these middle school students, all boys, don't look at the pictures. Well, I couldn't have paid him to do that. I mean, I would have paid him 30 pounds if he had said that. He did it for me for free. Of course, what do you think every one of those young men did? They looked at the pictures. And some people might be tempted to say, like that guy said to you, oh, these are just fake. And I love to ask people, okay, what do real abortion pictures look like? These are fake. All right, tell me what real ones look like. Well, of course, they have no answer. It's all a big smokescreen on their part. But it uncovers that we're in a culture that wants to cover up evil. And one of the problems with pro-lifers is we have a lot of pro-lifers that want to join Planned Parenthood in covering up the very evil that they claim to oppose. Why would you not want to show these pictures? I have not heard one good argument for not showing them, not one. And I've tried, I've looked. But why do we join Planned Parenthood in covering up the very evil that we're trying to expose? We should be those who pull the lid off this thing. To quote Ephesians chapter 5, we ought to expose deeds of darkness, not cover them up.
Yeah. Telling truth and being kind can go together. And I think
you can
that
be
is
kind. And by the way, when you show the pictures, you don't need heavy-handed rhetoric. The pictures do the heavy lifting for you.
Yeah. And it's not unkind either to cause pain. You think of, there's a number of analogies where an act of kindness might involve you doing something that is unpleasant for somebody else or causes a bit of pain. And addressing this issue, I guess what I want to say here is not speaking on this issue is unkind and it is unloving. This is one of the most important issues in the world today, and it must be spoken about. It has to be brought into the light and examined with reason and done so in a respectful way. And to not do it is, it's unloving, it's harmful, it's unkind, and it is not what the followers of Jesus Christ should be about. So I think, to me anyhow, it's just very clear that there's no good reasons to remain silent on this issue, and tremendous amount of harm comes to people when the church is silent on this issue. Now, what we've done so far in this conversation is we've been operating, of course, on the assumption that the pro-life message position is the correct one. So before we get too carried away with, talking about why we need to talk about this, could you maybe give if you had to make the case for life in a minute, could you make that case? And then maybe we could build off that and look into this a little bit more.
Sure. Suppose a reporter shoves her mic in my face and says, why are you pro-life? And I would want to give something that will resonate with her academic journal audience and yet still be pedestrian enough to be understood by anybody. I would say something like this. I am pro-life because it's wrong to intentionally kill innocent human beings. And the science of embryology is clear that from the earliest stages of development, you were a distinct, living, and whole human being. You weren't part of another human being like skin cells on the back of my hand. You were already a whole living member of the human family, even though you had yet to grow and develop. And you know what else? There's no essential difference between you, the embryo, and you, the adult, that justifies killing you back then. Differences of size, level of development, environment, degree of dependency are not good reasons for saying we could snuff you out then, but not now.